American Indian Love Lyrics. Selected by Nellie Barnes. Preface. The influence of American Indian song literature has touched both the music and the literature of contemporary America. Those writers who use Indian themes are legion. Mary Austen has gone farthest, perhaps, among the writers of the day in relating her poetic work to the native rhythms of America. These native rhythms pulse through the songs of our red men for centuries before our Christian era. The very beautiful Aztec and the Inca poetry belong to the earlier and more highly developed civilizations. Since it is the purpose of this volume to treat of the more primitive forms of rhythm, it has seemed best to limit the illustrations to songs from tribes north of Mexico. The late Mrs. Natalie Curtis Berlin's collection of songs in the Indians book makes that volume quite the most representative source book for the study of Indian lyrics. These original texts have unusual range in poetic patterns, the musical settings, the interlinear translations, and the accompanying narratives add a rich context to free translations of genuine literary merit. Among other contributions to Indian song literature, the studies of Miss Alice Cunningham Fletcher, Mr. Carlos Troyer, and Dr. Washington Matthews hold a particular charm for the investigator. Mrs. Austen's notable work, The American Rhythm, an analysis of the primitive poetic impulse, with illustrations from her own translations, came from the press after the writer's study of Indian poetic rhythms had been underway for some years. The conclusions for this volume have been limited, therefore, to those about poetic forms. The writer is greatly indebted to Mrs. Austen for her generous interest in earlier work and especially for her helpful criticism of the study. Santa Fe, July 29, 1925. Part 1. Indian Love Lyrics and Other Verse selected from the Songs of the North. American Indians. My bark canoe Ojibwa. In the still night, the long night through, I guide my bark canoe, my love, to you. While the stars shine, and falls the dew, I seek my love in bark canoe I seek for you. It is I, love, your lover true, who glides the stream in bark canoe. It glides to you, my love, to you. Her shadow Ojibwa. Out on the lake my canoe is gliding, paddle dipping soft lest you should take alarm hey ho, hey ho, thus I go. Somewhere along shore she is hiding, she is shy to yield to love's alluring charm hey ho, hey love will win, I know. There is a shadow swiftly stealing. Should it be her own, soon I will win the race hey ho, hey ho, I think it is. Will she but turn, herself revealing, I will shout aloud whene'er I see her face. Ah! Hey ho, hey ho, there she is. Lovers wooing or blanket song Zuni. I. Oh, what happiness! How delightful, when together we neath one blanket walk. We together neath one blanket walk. We together neath one blanket walk. We walk. Oh, what happiness! How delightful, when together we neath one blanket walk. We together neath one blanket walk. We together neath one blanket walk. We walk. Roman 2. Can it be that my young maiden fair sits a-waiting, all alone tonight? Is she waiting for me only? Is she waiting for me only? Roman 3. May I hope it is my young maiden sitting all alone and awaiting me, will she come then? Will she walk with me? Neath one blanket we together be, we two, we two, we two, we two will she come. Papago love song Papago. Early I rose in the blue morning, my love was up before me, it came running to me from the doorways of the dawn. On Papago mountain the dying quarry looked at me with my love's eyes. Love song Dakota. Many are the youths, thou alone art he who pleaseth me. Over all I love thee. Long shall be the years of parting. The bride's song Algonquin. There are many men in the world, but only one is dear to me. He is good and brave and strong. He swore to love none but me, he has forgotten me. It was an evil spirit that changed him, but I will love none but him. Lonely Ojibwar. Fear not, he saith, though far away, thy lover strayeth at break of day.
Go not, my sweetheart,
Vainly I cry,
to yon far island.
yearning I sigh. Thither must I go, sadly I mourn heavy my woe, left here alone. Wo song Dakota. Friend, whatever hardships threaten, if thou call me, I'll befriend thee, all enduring fearlessly, I'll befriend thee. Onondarga him Iroquois. Wove, wove, hearken ye. We are diminished. Wove, wove. The cleared land has become a thicket. Wove, wove. The cleared places are deserted. Wove. They are in their graves, they who established it, woe. The Great League. Yet they declared it should endure, the Great League. Wove. Their work has grown old. Wove. Thus we are become miserable. Lament of a man for his son paid. Son, my son. I will go up to the mountain, and there I will light a fire to the feet of my son's spirit, and there will I lament him, saying, O my son, what is my life to me, now you are departed? Son, my son, in the deep earth we softly laid thee in a chief's robe, in a warrior's gear. Surely there, in the spirit land, thy deeds attend thee. Surely the corn comes to the ear again. But I, here, I am the stalk that the seed gathers, descrying empty, afar, left standing. Son, my son, what is my life to me, now you are departed? Death of Talutosawan. Ah, spirit, thy flight is mysterious. While the clouds are stirred by thy wailing, and our tears fall faster in sorrow. While the cold sweat of night benumbs us, thou goest alone on thy journey in the midst of the shining star people. Thou goest alone on thy journey, thy memory shall beat our portion, until death we shall watch for the spirit. Wind Song Kiour. O ye warriors, you have loved ones longing for you, rich are ye. O ye lovers, you have maidens longing for you, none have I, wherefore drooping in silence, so downcast? Cheer your hearts with song, ho! Bluebird song Pino. Higher, 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 oh my song is lost and gone. Sad at heart is the bluebird, all my song is lost and gone, woe is me, alas. Alas. All my song is lost and gone. Song of the unhappy wife Dakota. Solely I am distressed, solely I am distressed, solely I am distressed. The earth alone continues long, I speak as one not expecting to live. Solely I am distressed, the earth alone continues long. The Song of Yuki Arabi Sejiher. I'm walking to and fro. I can find nothing which can heal my sorrow. A lover's lament sure. My little breath, under the willows by the waterside we used to sit, and there the yellow cottonwood bird came and sang. That I remember, and therefore I weep. Under the growing corn we used to sit, and there the little leaf bird came and sang. That I remember, and therefore I weep. There on the meadow of yellow flowers we used to walk. Oh, my little breath! Oh, my little heart! There on the meadow of blue flowers we used to walk. Alas! How long ago that we two walked in that pleasant way! Then everything was happy, but alas! How long ago! There on the meadow of crimson flowers we used to walk. Oh, my little breath, now I go there alone in sorrow. My home over there truer. My home over there, my home over there, my home over there, now I remember it. And when I see that mountain far away, why, then I weep. Alas! What can I do? What can I do? Boss. What can I do? My home over there, now I remember it. Hunting song Navarro. Comes the deer to my singing, comes the deer to my song, comes the deer to my singing. He, the blackbird, he am I, bird beloved of the wild deer. Comes the deer to my singing. From the mountain black, from the summit, down the trail, coming, coming now, comes the deer to my singing. Through the blossoms, through the flowers, coming, coming now, comes the deer to my singing. Through the flower dewdrops, coming, coming now, comes the deer to my singing. Through the pollen, flower pollen, coming, coming now, comes the deer to my singing. Starting with his left forefoot, stamping, turns the frightened deer. Comes the deer to my singing. Worry mine, blessed am I in the luck of the chase. Comes the deer to my singing. Comes the deer to my singing, comes the deer to my song, comes the deer to my singing. A song of the deer ceremony San Carlos Apache. At the east, where the jet ridges of the earth lie. At the south, where the white shell ridges of the earth lie, where all kinds of fruit are ripe, we two will meet. From there where the coral ridges of the earth lie, we two will meet. Where the ripe fruits are fragrant, we two will meet. Mount Kunak, a song of Assad Eskimoan. I look toward the south, to great Mount Kunak, to great Mount Kunak, there to the south. I watch the clouds that gather round him, I contemplate their shining brightness. They spread abroad upon great Kunak, they climb up his seaward flanks, see how they shift and change. Watch them there to the south, how one makes beautiful the other, how they mount his southern slopes, hiding him from the stormy sea, each lending beauty to the other. The coyote and the locust zuni. Locust, locust, playing a flute, locust, locust, playing a flute. Away up on the pine tree bough, closely clinging, playing a flute, playing a flute. Carnigar song. The poor little bee that lives in the tree, the poor little bee that lives in the tree has only one arrow in his quiver. Corn grinding song Roman 2 Laguner. Butterflies, butterflies, now fly away to the blossoms, fly, blue wing, fly, yellow wing, now fly away to the blossoms, fly, red wing, fly, white wing, now fly away to the blossoms, butterflies, away. Butterflies, butterflies, now fly away to the blossoms, butterflies, away. Song to the trees and streams Porny. I. Dark against the sky, yonder distant line lies before us. Trees we see, long the line of trees, bending, swaying in the breeze. Roman 2. Bright with flashing light yonder distant line runs before us, swiftly runs, swift the river runs, winding, flowing over the land. Roman 3. Hark! Oh hark! A sound, yonder distant sound comes to greet us, singing comes, soft the river song, rippling gently beneath the trees. Song to the mountains Porny. I. Mountains loom upon the path we take, yonder peak now rises sharp and clear, behold. It stands with its head uplifted, thither we go, since our way lies there. Roman 2. Mountains loom upon the path we take, yonder peak now rises sharp and clear, behold. We climb, drawing near its summit, steeper grows the way and slow our steps. Roman 3. Mountains loom upon the path we take, yonder peak that rises sharp and clear, behold us now on its head uplifted, planting there our feet, we stand secure. Roman 4. Mountains loom upon the path we take, yonder peak that rose so sharp and clear, behold us now on its head uplifted, resting there at last, we sing our song. Ritual song Pony. I. Over the prairie flits, in ever-widening circles, the shadow of a bird about me. As I walk upward turn my eyes, cowers looks upon me, she turns with flapping wings, and far away she flies. Roman 2. Round about a tree, in ever-widening circles, an eagle flies, alertly watching over his nest, loudly whistles he, a challenge sending far over the country wide it echoes, their defying foes. Wind song Pima. Far on the desert ridges stands the cactus low, the blossoms swaying to and fro, the blossoms swaying, swaying. A psalm of spring to pure. As my eyes search the prairie, I feel the summer in the spring. The darkness song from the invitation rite Iroquois. The chief of the invitation rite requests all the night folk of the forest to protect his people on their journey to the morning. We wait in the darkness. Come, all ye who listen, help in our night journey. Now no sun is shining, now no star is glowing. Come show us the path when the night is not friendly. She closes her eyelids, the moon has forgot us. We wait in the darkness. The Invitation Song. Part 1. The Song of the Whippoorwill announced by the flute. I. So says the whippoorwill, follow me, follow me. So says the chief to him, yes, I will follow thee. Roman 2. See the night darkening, the shadows are hiding, no light to follow for, so says the waterfall, so sings the river voice. Roman 3. Someone is nearing me, soft he comes creeping here, 2 eyes glare close to me, lighting the forest path, hear how his breath blows by. Roman 4. Follow me, so sings the whippoorwill. Yes, I am following, so the chief answers him. Part 2. The wolf and his mate are announced. I. Hark, the trees bending low, something is breaking them, not the strong north wind's hand, something stalks broad and swift, snuffing and panting loud. Roman 2. Hark, how the tangles break. Fearless the footfalls pass, strong trees stretch far apart, great horns dividing them. Whippoorwill chorus. Part 3. Buck and doe with cries entered the room. I. Ah, the cold shivers me. No snow is fallen now, where does the sun's fire hide? Something comes roaring loud, swift-footed, warning me. Roman 2. Its breath blinds the night eyes, like rainy vapor falls. Now it walks close to me, warming and coaxing me, where the black forest frowns. Whippoorwill chorus. Part 4. The bear and his mate have come. I. How the wind travels now, no one dares run with it. Great trees bend low to it, rivers fight back to it, roaring and splashing it. Roman 2. Hear its wings flapping strong far in the hidden skies. Swift it flies northward high, whistling and calling loud, hunting its running prey. The hawk and its mate are announced, and all the rest of the forest folk. Finally, at dawn, the eagle is announced by the flute. Part 5. The Eagle Song. I. Deep the dew water falls, no one comes close to me. Where are you, whippoorwill? Why I'm waiting now, calling your voice again. Roman 2. Screaming the night away, with his great wing feather sweeping the darkness up, I hear the eagle bird pulling the blanket back off from the eastern sky. Roman 3. How swift he flies, bearing the sun to the morning. See how he sits down in the trails of the eastern sky. Whippoorwill, whippoorwill, no more I follow thee. When the night comes again, wilt thou say,
Follow me.
The Planting Song Osage. I have made a footprint, a sacred one. I have made a footprint through it, the blades push upward. I have made a footprint through it, the blades radiate. I have made a footprint over it, the blades float in the wind. I've made a footprint over it, the ears lean toward one another. I've made a footprint over it, I pluck the ears. I've made a footprint over it, I bend the stalk to pluck the ears. I have made a footprint over it, the blossoms lie grey. I have made a footprint, a smoke arises from my house. I have made a footprint, there is cheer in my house. I have made a footprint, I live in the light of day. Song of the Rain, chant Navajo. Far as man can see comes the rain with me. From the rain mount far away, comes the rain with me. Mid the lightnings zigzag, mid the lightning flashing, comes the rain with me. Mid the swallows blue chirping glad together, comes the rain with me. Through the pollen blessed, all in pollen hidden comes the rain with me. Far as man can see comes the rain with me. The voice that beautifies the land Navarro. The voice that beautifies the land. The voice above, the voice of the thunder, among the dark clouds again and again it sounds, the voice that beautifies the land. Roman 2. The voice that beautifies the land. The voice below, the voice of the grasshopper, among the flowers and grasses again and again it sounds, the voice that beautifies the land. Poem grinding song Tesic Pueblo. This way from the north comes the cloud, very blue, and inside the cloud is the blue corn. How beautiful the cloud bringing corn of blue color. Roman 2. This way from the west comes the cloud very yellow, and inside the cloud is the yellow corn. How beautiful the cloud bringing corn of yellow color. Roman 3. This way from the south comes the cloud very red, and inside the cloud is the red corn. How beautiful the cloud bringing corn of red color. Roman 4. This way from the east comes the cloud, very white, and inside the cloud is the white corn. How beautiful the cloud bringing corn of white color. How beautiful the clouds from the north and the west from the south and the east bringing corn of all colors. Song of the blue corn dance Zuni. Beautiful, lo, the summer clouds, beautiful, lo, the summer clouds. Blossoming clouds in the sky, like unto shimmering flowers, blossoming clouds in the sky, onward, lo, they come, hither bound. Poem grinding song Zuni. Yonder see the fair rainbow, see the rainbow brightly decked and painted. Now the swallow bringeth glad news to your corn, singing.
Hitherward, rain, hither come.
Sineo.
Hitherward, white cloud, hither come.
Now we hear the corn plants murmur.
We are growing everywhere.
Hi, yai, the world, how fair. Corn dance song Zuni. Who are ye know who was that made a picture the first? It was the bright rainbow youth, I, behold it was even thus clouds came, and rain came close following rainbow then colored all. Chorister Katsna song Hopi. Yellow butterflies over the blossoming virgin corn, with pollen painted faces chase one another in brilliant throng. Roman 2. Blue butterflies over the blossoming virgin beans, with pollen painted faces chase one another in brilliant streams. Roman 3. Over the blossoming corn, over the virgin corn wild bees hum, over the blossoming corn, over the virgin beans wild bees hum. Roman 4. Over your field of growing corn all day shall hang the thundercloud, over your field of growing corn all day shall come the rushing rain. Anchor Katsna song Hopi. Rain all over the cornfields, pretty butterfly maidens chasing one another when the rain is done, hither, thither, so. How they frolic mid the corn, laughing, thus a har, or, elo. How they frolic mid the corn, singing, thus oh, oho, ohi, elo. He Katsna song Hopi. Poem blossom maidens here in the fields, patches of beans in flower, fields all abloom, water shining after rain, blue clouds looming above. Now behold! Through bright clusters of flowers yellow butterflies are chasing at play, and through the blossoming beans blue butterflies are chasing at play. Wuichim chant Hopi. Thus we, the night along, with happy hearts wish well one another. In the chief's kiva they, the fathers, they and mine will plant the double ear, plant the perfect double corn ear. So the field shall shine with tassels white of perfect corn ears. Hither to them, hither come, rain that stands and cloud that rushes. A rain song of the Snake Society Isaiah. Priest of Tenor, let the white floating clouds, the clouds like the plains, the lightning, thunder, rainbow, and cloud peoples water the earth. Let the people of the white floating clouds, the people of the clouds like the plains, the lightning, thunder, rainbow, and cloud peoples come and work for us and water the earth. A rain song of the Snake Society Roman 2 Zir. Cloud priest who ascends through the heart of the spruce of the north, cloud priest who ascends through the heart of the pine of the west, cloud priest who ascends through the heart of the oak of the south, cloud priest who ascends through the heart of the aspen of the east, cloud priest who ascends through the heart of the cedar of the zenith, cloud priest who ascends through the heart of the oak of the nadir. Send your people to work for us that the water of the 6 great springs may quicken the earth, that she may give to us the fruits of her being. Con son pimer. I. Hythilo ure. He who sees everything sees the 2 stalks of corn standing, he's my younger brother. Hythilo ure. He who sees everything sees the 2 squashes, he's my younger brother. Hythilo ure. On the summit of Tarachcan sees the corn standing, he's my younger brother. Hythilo ure. On the summit of Tarachcan sees the squash standing, he's my younger brother. Hythilo woihar. Roman 2. Hythilo ure. Over Tarachcan rise the clouds with their loud thundering. Hythilo ure. Over Tarachcan rise the clouds with their loud raining. Hythilo ure. The bluebird is holding in his talons the clouds that are thundering. Hythilo ure. Yellowbird is holding in his talons the clouds that are raining. Roman 3. Hythilo ure. See elder brother breathe out the winds that over Tarachcan drive the clouds with their loud thundering. Hythilo ure. See elder brother breathe out the winds that over Tarachcan the welcome storm clouds are suspending. Hythilo ure. In the great rain clouds let me sing my song of rejoicing. Rain songs pimer. I. Hytaianeho. Let us begin our song, let us begin rejoicing. Hitsiu yahenere. Let us begin our song, let us begin rejoicing, singing of the large corn. Hitsiu yahenere. Singing of the small corn. Hitsiu yahenere. Roman 2. Hytaianeho. The darkness of evening falls as we sing before the sacred Amanor. About us on all sides corn tassels are waving. Hitsiu yahena. The white light of day dawn yet finds us singing, while corn tassels are waving. Hitsiu yahenere. The darkness of evening falls as we sing before the sacred Amanor. About us on all sides corn tassels are waving. Hitsiu yahena. The white light of day dawn yet finds us singing, while the squash leaves are waving. Roman 3. Hytaianeho. The earth is rumbling from the beating of our basket drums. The earth is rumbling from the beating of our basket drums, everywhere humming. Hitsiu yahenere. Earth is rumbling, everywhere raining. Hitsiu yahenere. Roman 4. Hytaianeho. Pluck out the feathers from the wing of the eagle and turn them toward the east where lie the large clouds. Hitsiu yahenere. Pluck out the soft down from the breast of the eagle and turn it toward the west where sail the small clouds. Hitsiu yahena. Beneath the abode of the rain gods, it is thundering large corn is there. Hitsiu yahena. Beneath the abode of the rain gods, it is raining small corn is there. Hitsiu yahena. A metate song. Is it not beautiful? Is it not truly? 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 On every side they are, the trews, the ring commanders, do you not hear their drum? Because of that you will see this year the vapor floating, because of that you will see this year the drizzling rain. Is it not beautiful? Is it not truly? In all the fields the corn upspringing, like the young pine it comes up, like the green aspen, in all the fields the corn upspringing, tall like the tail of the thrush. Tall like the roadrunner's tail, in all the fields the corn upspringing. Refrain of 3 lines of vocables. Flute song Hopi. I. Hail, fathers, hail. Chieftain of the grey flute, hail. At the 4 world points ye call, ye summon clouds. From the 4 world points upstarting, shall the rain hither come. Roman 2. Hither thunder here, hither the rain thunder will come, hither rain, moving rain onward now, over all the fields, moving rain. And the wet earth, amid the corn, everywhere, far and near, it will shine water shine. The sunrise calls Zuni. I. Rise. Rise. Arise. Rise. Arise, arise. Wake ye. Arise, life is greeting thee. Wake ye, arise, ever watchful be. Mother life God, she is calling thee. Mother life God, she is calling thee. Mother life God, she is greeting thee. All arise, arise, arise. Rise. Arise, arise. Roman 2. Mighty Sun God, give thy light to us, let it guide us, let it aid us. Seat it rise. Seat it rise. How the heart glows, how the soul delights in the music of the sunlight. Watch it rise. Watch it rise. Wake ye, arise, life is greeting thee. Wake ye, arise, ever watchful be. Mother life God, she is calling thee. Mother life God, she is greeting thee. All arise, arise, arise. Rise. Arise, arise. Hymn to the sun Zuni. I. Early in the morning, we waken, we waken. When Mother Sun God rises, we welcome her with joy. She greets us with a radiant face, she meets us with a warm embrace, so sweetly, so sweetly. Merrily we sing and danced, in happy spirit we advance, merrily we sing and danced, in happy spirit we advance. We are children of the sun, arm in arm together run, round to ring we steady move, our hearts will faithful prove, as the sun comes near to us, near to us, near to us. Listen. Just listen. Roman 2. What a wondrous shower of sounds, countless beats in rapid rounds, ever changing, ever new, constant strains of high and low. They are messengers of love, spirit voices from above, bringing light and life and joy, telling us of bliss on high, bliss on high, bliss on high. Listen. Just listen. Roman 3. Whence come all these distant sounds? Echoes, where the light abounds, crystal streams in murmurs faint, bursting forth without restraint. They are golden grains of thought, silent whispers faintly court, filling us with joy content, pathways of our soul's ascent, soul's ascent, soul's ascent. Listen. Just listen. Roman 4. Glory to the sunlight rays, glory to the sun God's ways, sunlight rays, sun God's ways. They command us to endure, to be silent, chaste and pure, to be faithful, true and brave, to the laws our fathers gave. O hearken to the sun God's voice beckoning your soul to rise in radiant light, the source of song, the origin of thought has sprung, as light and song in one unite. Let us forever seek the light, we seek the light, we seek the light. Listen. Just listen. Sunset Song Zuni. Good night to thee, fair goddess, we thank thee for thy blessing. Good night to thee, fair goddess, we thank thee for this day. In glory we behold thee at early dawn again. We thank thee for thy blessing to be with us this day. This day, we thank thee for this day. Invocation to the sun god Zuni. Grant, O sun god, thy protection. Guard this helpless infant sleeping. Grant, O sun god, thy protection. Guard this helpless infant sleeping, resting peaceful, resting peaceful. Starry guardians forever joyful, faithful moon god forever watchful. Grant, O sun god, thy protection. Guard this helpless infant sleeping. Spirit living, spirit resting, guard us, lead us, aid us, love us. Sun god forever, spirit living, spirit resting, guard us, lead us, aid us, love us, sun god forever. A song of Goto liveth I mescalero Apache. The black turkey gobbler, under the east, the middle of his tail toward us it is about to dorn. The black turkey gobbler, the tips of his beautiful tail above us the dawn whitens. The black turkey gobbler, the tips of his beautiful tail above us the dawn becomes yellow. The sunbeams stream forward, dawn boys, with shimmering shoes of yellow on top of the sunbeams that stream toward us they are dancing. At the east the rainbow moves forward, dawn maidens, with shimmering shoes and shirts of yellow dance over us. Beautifully over us it is dawning. Above us among the mountains the herbs are becoming green, above us on the tops of the mountains the herbs are becoming yellow. Above us among the mountains, with shoes of yellow I go around the fruits and herbs that shimmer. Above us among the mountains, the shimmering fruits with shoes and shirts of yellow are bent toward him. On the beautiful mountains above it is daylight. First daylight song Navarro. The curtain of daybreak is hanging, the daylight boy it is hanging, from the land of day it is hanging before him, as it dawns, it is hanging. Behind him, as it dawns, it is hanging. Before him, in beauty, it is hanging behind him, in beauty, it is hanging from his voice, in beauty, it is hanging. Roman 2. The daylight girl it is hanging, from the land of yellow light, it is hanging before her, as it dawns, it is hanging behind her, as it dawns, it is hanging. Before her, in beauty, it is hanging behind her, in beauty, it is hanging from her voice, in beauty, it is hanging. Song of the Dawn Boy Navarro. Where my kindred dwell, there I wander. Child of the white corn am I, there I wander. The red rock house, there I wander. Where dark cathons are at the doorway, there I wander. At the uni, the striped cotton hangs with pollen. There I wander, going around with it. There I wander. Taking another, I depart with it. With it I wander. In the house of long life, there I wander. In the house of happiness, there I wander. Beauty before me, with it I wander. Beauty behind me, with it I wander. Beauty below me, with it I wander. Beauty above me, with it I wander. Beauty all around me, with it I wander. In old age traveling, with it I wander. On the beautiful trail I am, with it I wander. The morning star and the newborn dawn porny. O morning star, for thee we watch. Dimly comes thy light from distant skies. We see thee, then lost art thou. Morning star, thou bringest life to us. Roman 2. O morning star, thy form we see. Clad in shining garments dost thou come, thy plume touched with rosy light. Morning star, thou now art vanishing. Roman 3. O youthful dawn, for thee we watch. Dimly comes thy light from distant skies. We see thee, then lost art thou. Youthful dawn, thou bringest life to us. Roman 4. O youthful dawn, we see thee come. Bright grows thy glowing light as nearer thou dost come. Youthful dawn, thou now art vanishing. Daylight pony. Day is here. Day is here, is here. Arise, my son, lift thine eyes, day is here. Day is here, is here. Day is here. Day is here, is here. Look up, my son, and see the day. Day is here. Day is here, is here. Roman 2. Lo, the deer! Lo, the deer comes from her covert of the night. Day is here. Day is here, is here. Lo, the deer! Lo, the deer! All creatures wake and see the light. Day is here. Day is here, is here. Day is here. Day is here, is here. The birth of dawn pony. I. Awake, O mother, from sleep. Awake. The night is far spent, the signs of dawn are now seen in east, whence cometh new life. Roman 2. The mother wakens from sleep, she wakes, for night is far spent, the signs of dawn are now seen in east, whence cometh new life. Roman 3. Awake, O cowards, from sleep. Awake. The night is far spent, the signs of dawn are now seen in east, whence cometh new life. Roman 4. Now cowards wakens from sleep, awakens, for night is far spent, the signs of dawn are now seen in east, whence cometh new life. Bui. Then Carwer stands and speaks forth.
A child from night is now born. Tirawa, Father on high, on darkness moving, brings dawn.
I understand now, I know a child from night has been born. Tirawa, Father on high, on darkness moving, brings dawn. Romans 7. O son, awaken from sleep, awake. The night is far spent, the signs of dawn are now seen in east, whence cometh new life. Roman 8. The son awakens from sleep, he wakes, for night is far spent, the signs of dawn are now seen in east, whence cometh new life. Song to the Pleiades Pawnee. Look as they rise, rise over the line where sky meets the earth, Pleiades. Lo! Ascending, come to guide us, leading us safely, keeping us one, Pleiades, teach us to be, like you, united. The Song of the Stars, Algonquin. We are the stars which sing, we sing with our light, we are the birds of fire, we fly over the sky. Our light is a voice, we make a road for the spirits to pass over. Among us are 3 hunters who chase a bear, there never was a time when they were not hunting. We look down on the mountains. This is the song of the stars. The stars Dindek and Marura Wyandotte. Dindek to Otishe star, the mother sheet arises from the ground. In a far land Marura walks before us. She comes to the great city and stands before its gates. Our grandmother looks upon her. She who fell down from heaven lies upon her couch and beholds Marura. She goes to the land of little people, she goes through the old city in which our fathers were saved. Get thee down in haste and bring her again to her own people. Journeys forth to the city of our grandmother. Enters the royal palace in the sacred city. Dindek to our grandmother give again into my arms the daughter gone to the land of the little people. She stood here in this hour, but is gone on the lonely way to that land. Your children mourn for her, they cut themselves for grief. Let her return with me to our own land. Our grandmother Marura stood indeed before me. She was pale and faint from the journey. The Hukais drew her back in the power. She went out from my presence to return to her own people. 2 torches she bore aloft to make clear the way. Dindek goes out in pursuit of his daughter. Our grandmother watching the pursuit, they go into the sky. From that land are we cast down forever, and another land is made for us. Let them be made stars. Now shall they be made stars to shine forever there, and their journey shall never cease. Song of the masked dancers Apache. The day broke with slender rain. The place which is called.
Lightning's water stands.
The place which is called.
Where the dawn strikes.
4 places where it is called.
It dawns with life.
I landed there. I went among the sky youths. one came to me with long life. When he talked over my body with the longest life, the voice of the thunder spoke well 4 times. He spoke 4 times to me with life. Holy sky, you spoke to me 4 times. When he talked to me, my breath became a song of the masked dancers, Roman 3 Apache. The living sky black spotted, the living sky blue spotted, the living sky yellow spotted, the living sky white spotted, the young spruce as girls stood up for their dance in the way of life. When my songs first were, they made my songs with words of jet. Earth when it was made, sky when it was made, earth to the end, sky to the end. Black gans, black thunder, when they came toward each other, the various bad things that used to be vanished, the bad wishes which were in the world vanished. The lightning of the black thunder struck 4 times for them. It struck 4 times for me. Emergent Psalm Pima. Together we emerge with our rattles, together we emerge with our rattles, bright-hued feathers in our headdresses. With our ninny-sir, we went down, with our ninny-sir, we went down, wearing yoku feathers in our headdresses. This is the white land we arrived singing, headdresses waving in the breeze. We have come. We have come. The land trembles with our dancing and singing. On these black mountains all are singing. Headdresses waving, headdresses waving. We'd all rejoice. We'd all rejoice. Singing, dancing, the mountains trembling. The warning of the flood Pima. Weep, my unfortunate people. All this you will see take place. Weep, my unfortunate people. For the waters will cover the land. Weep, my unhappy relatives. You will learn all. Weep, my unhappy relatives. You will learn all. The waters will cover the mountains. Weep, my unfortunate people. All this you will see take place. Weep, my unfortunate people. For the waters will cover the land. Protection Song Navajo. I. Now, slayer of the alien gods, among men am I. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Robbed with the summits of the mountains. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Now upon the beautiful trail of old age. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Roman 2. Now, offspring of the water, among men am I. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Robbed with the water of the summits. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Now upon the beautiful trail of old age. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Roman 3. Now, lightning of the thunder, among men am I. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Robbed with the summit of the sky. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Now upon the beautiful trail of old age. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Roman 4. Now, Altsajanigli, among men am I. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Robbed with the summits of the earth. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Now upon the beautiful trail of old age. Now among the alien gods, with weapons of magic am I. Song of Nayanis Gani Hai Navajo. I. The slayer of the alien gods, that now am I. The bearer of the sun arises with me, journeys with me, goes down with me, abides with me, but sees me not. Roman 2. Child of the water, that now am I. The bearer of the moon arises with me, journeys with me, goes down with me, abides with me, but sees me not. Song of Nayanis Gani Roman 2 Navajo. I am the slayer of the alien gods, where'er I roam before me forests white are strewn around. The lightning scatters, but 'tis I who cause it. Roman 2. I am the child of the water. Where'er I roam behind me waters white are strewn around. The tempest scatters, but 'tis I who cause it. Song of the horse Navajo. How joyous his neigh! Lo, the turquoise horse of Jehanwai, how joyous his neigh! There on precious hides outspread standeth he, how joyous his neigh! There on tipped the fair fresh flowers feedeth he, how joyous his neigh! There of mingled waters holy drinketh he, how joyous his neigh! There he spurneth dust of glittering grains, how joyous his neigh! There in mist of sacred pollen hidden, all hidden he, how joyous his neigh! There his offspring many grow and thrive for evermore, how joyous his neigh! Psalm of the Hogans, Navarro. Lo, yonder the Hogan blessed. There beneath the sunrise standeth the Hogan blessed. Of haste I healthy the Hogan blessed. Built of dawn's first light standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of fair white corn standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of broidered robes and hide standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of mixed all waters pure standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of holy pollen standeth his the Hogan blessed. Evermore enduring, happy evermore his the Hogan blessed. Lo, yonder the Hogan blessed. There beneath the sunset standeth the Hogan blessed. Of Hastia Haganai the Hogan blessed. Built of afterglow standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of yellow corn standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of gems and shining shells standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of little water standeth his the Hogan blessed. Built of holy pollen standeth his the Hogan blessed. Evermore enduring, happy evermore his the Hogan blessed. Lo, yonder the Hogan blessed. War Song Navarro. Lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Nan is Rani, lo, behold me, here am I, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Moccasins of black flint have I, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Leggings of black flint have I, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Tunic of black flint have I, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Bonnet of black flint have I, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Clearest, purest flint, the heart living strong within me, heart of flint, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Now the zigzag lightnings from me flash, striking and returning, from me flash, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. There where the lightning strike, into the ground they held the foe, ancient folk with evil charms, one upon another, dashed to earth, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Living evermore, feared of all forevermore, lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Lo, the flint youth, here am I, the flint youth. Atzale Yederdigals Navarro. Now the Holy One paints his form. The wind boy, the Holy One, paints his form. All over his body he paints his form. With the dark clouds he paints his form. With the misty rain he paints his form. With the rainy bubbles he paints his form. To fingers and rattle he paints his form. To the plume on his head he paints his form. Mountain Songs Navarro. I. Swift and far I journey. Swift upon the rainbow. Swift and far I journey. Lo, yonder, the holy place. Yea, swift and far I journey. To Sisnagini, and beyond it, yea, swift and far I journey, the chief of mountains, and beyond it, yea, swift and far I journey to life unending, and beyond it, yea, swift and far I journey. Roman 2. Homeward now shall I journey, homeward upon the rainbow, homeward now shall I journey, lo, yonder, the holy place. Yea, homeward now shall I journey. To Sisnagini, and beyond it, yea, homeward now shall I journey, the chief of mountains, and beyond it, yea, homeward now shall I journey to life unending, and beyond it, yea, homeward now shall I journey to joy unchanging, and beyond it, yea, homeward now shall I journey. Roman 3. Homeward behold me starting, homeward upon the rainbow, homeward behold me starting. Lo, yonder, the holy place. Yea, homeward behold me starting. To Sisnagini, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me starting, the chief of mountains, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me starting. To life unending, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me starting, to joy unchanging, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me starting. Roman 4. Homeward behold me faring, homeward upon the rainbow, homeward behold me faring. Lo, yonder, the holy place. Yea, homeward behold me faring. To Sisnagini, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me faring, the chief of mountains, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me faring, to life unending, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me faring, to joy unchanging, and beyond it. Yea, homeward behold me faring. Boo. Now arrived home, behold me. Now arrived on the rainbow, now arrived home, behold me. Lo, here, the holy place. Yea, now arrived home, behold me. At Sisnagini, and beyond it. Yea, now arrived home, behold me, the chief of mountains, and beyond it. Yea, now arrived home, behold me, in life unending, and beyond it. Yea, now arrived home, behold me, in joy unchanging, and beyond it. Yea, now arrived home, behold me. The eye. Seated at home, behold me, seated amid the rainbow, seated at home, behold me. Lo, here, the holy place. Yea, seated at home, behold me. At Sisnagini, and beyond it. Yea, seated at home, behold me, the chief of mountains, and beyond it. Yea, seated at home, behold me, in life unending, and beyond it. Yea, seated at home, behold me, in joy unchanging, and beyond it. Yea, seated at home, behold me. Mountain Song Navarro. I. In a holy place with a God I walk. In a holy place with a God I walk. On Sisnagini with a God I walk. On a chief of mountains with a God I walk. In old age wandering with a God I walk. On a trail of beauty with a God I walk. Roman 2. In a holy place with a God I walk. In a holy place with a God I walk. On Tzotzil with a God I walk. On a chief of mountains with a God I walk. In old age wandering with a God I walk. On a trail of beauty with a God I walk. Roman 3. In a holy place with a God I walk. In a holy place with a God I walk. On Docasled with a God I walk. On a chief of mountains with a God I walk. In old age wandering with a God I walk. On a trail of beauty with a God I walk. Roman 4. In a holy place with a God I walk. In a holy place with a God I walk. On Depenso with a God I walk. On a chief of mountains with a God I walk. In old age wandering with a God I walk. On a trail of beauty with a God I walk. Mountain Song Navarro. Thither go I. Chief of all mountains, thither go I, living forever, thither go I, blessings bestowing. Thither go I, calling me.
Son, my son.
Thither go I. Invocation of the game San Ildefonso Pueblo. I north. Yonder afar by the black mountain in the valley the black chief of the elk is standing, and he is our quarry. Roman 2 west. Yonder far by the mountain of trails in the valley the yellow chief of the antelope is standing, and he is our quarry. Roman 3 south. Yonder far by the mountain of flying in the valley the red chief of the antelope is standing, and he is our quarry. Roman 4 east. Yonder far by the mountain of flowers in the valley the white chief of the buffalo is standing, and he is our quarry. Medicine Song Apache. Stanat Lehan, you are good. I pray for long life. I pray for your good looks. I pray for good breath. I pray for good speech. I pray for feet like yours to carry me through a long life. I pray for a life like yours. I walk with people ahead of me, all is well. I pray for people to smile as long as I live. I pray to live long. I pray, I say, for a long life to live with you where the good people are. I live in poverty. I wish the people there to speak of goodness and to talk to me. I wish you to divide your good things with me as a brother. Ahead of me is goodness, lead me on. Prayer of the first dancers, Navarro. From the ceremony of the night chant. In Sajihigi, O you who dwell in the house made of the dawn, in the house made of the evening twilight, in the house made of the dark cloud, in the house made of the herein, in the house made of the dark mists, in the house made of shirain, in the house made of pollen, in the house made of grasshoppers, where the dark mist curtains the doorway, the path to which is on the rainbow, where the zigzag lightning stands high on top, where the herein stands high on top, O male divinity. With your moccasins of dark cloud come to us. With your leggings of dark cloud come to us. With your shirt of dark cloud come to us. With your headdress of dark cloud come to us. With your mind enveloped in dark cloud come to us. With the dark thunder above you come to us soaring. With the ship and cloud at your feet come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the dark cloud over your head, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the herein over your head, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the dark mist over your head, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the shirain over your head, come to us soaring. With the zigzag lightning flung out on high over your head, come to us soaring. With the rainbow hanging high over your head, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the dark cloud on the ends of your wings, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the herein on the ends of your wings, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the dark mist on the ends of your wings, come to us soaring. With the far darkness made of the shirain on the ends of your wings, come to us soaring. With the zigzag lightning flung out on high on the ends of your wings, come to us soaring. With the rainbow hanging high on the ends of your wings, come to us soaring. With the near darkness made of the dark cloud, of the herein, of the dark mist, and of the shirain, come to us. With the darkness on the earth, come to us. With these I wish the foam floating on the flowing water over the roots of the great corn. I have made your sacrifice. I have prepared a smoke for you. My feet restore for me. My limbs restore for me. My body restore for me. My mind restore for me. My voice restore for me. Today, take out your spell for me. Today, take away your spell from me. Away from me you have taken it. Far off from me you have taken it. Far off you have done it. Happily I recover. Happily my interior becomes cool. Happily my eyes regain their power. Happily my head becomes cool. Happily my limbs regain their power. Happily I hear again. Happily for me the spell is taken off. Happily I walk. Impervious to pain I walk. Feeling light within I walk. With lively feelings I walk. Happily, or in beauty abundant dark clouds I desire. Happily abundant dark mists I desire. Happily abundant passing showers I desire. Happily an abundance of vegetation I desire. Happily an abundance of pollen I desire. Happily abundant dew I desire. Happily may fair white corn, to the ends of the earth, come with you. Happily may fair yellow corn, to the ends of the earth, come with you. Happily may fair blue corn, to the ends of the earth, come with you. Happily may fair corn of all kinds, to the ends of the earth, come with you. Happily may fair plants of all kinds, to the ends of the earth, come with you. Happily may fair goods of all kinds, to the ends of the earth, come with you. Happily may fair jewels of all kinds, to the ends of the earth, come with you. With these before you, happily may they come with you. With these behind you, happily may they come with you. With these below you, happily may they come with you. With these above you, happily may they come with you. With these all around you, happily may they come with you. Thus happily accomplish your task. Happily the old men will regard you. Happily the old women will regard you. Happily the young men will regard you. Happily the young women will regard you. Happily the boys will regard you. Happily the girls will regard you. Happily the children will regard you. Happily the chiefs will regard you. Happily, as they scatter in different directions, they will regard you. Happily, as they approach their homes, they will regard you. Happily may their roads home be on the trail of Paul and peace. Happily may they all get back. In beauty happily I walk. With beauty before me I walk. With beauty behind me I walk. With beauty below me I walk. With beauty above me I walk. With beauty all around me I walk. It is finished again in beauty. It is finished in beauty. It is finished in beauty. It is finished in beauty. A prayer of the second day of the night chant Navarro. From the base of the east, from the base of the Pallardo Peak, from the house made of mirage, from the story made of mirage, from the doorway of rainbow, the path out of which is the rainbow passed out with me. The rainbow raised up with me. Through the middle of broad fields the rainbow returned with me. To where my house is visible, the rainbow returned with me. To the roof of my house, the rainbow returned with me. To the entrance of my house, the rainbow returned with me. To just within my house, the rainbow returned with me. To my fireside, the rainbow returned with me. To the center of my house, the rainbow returned with me. At the forepart of my house with the dawn, the talking God sits with me. The house God sits with me. Holland boy sits with me. Grasshopper girl sits with me. In beauty estinatalhy, my mother, for her I return. Beautifully my fire to me is restored. Beautifully my possessions are to me restored. Beautifully my soft goods to me are restored. Beautifully my hard goods to me are restored. Beautifully my horses to me are restored. Beautifully my sheep to me are restored. Beautifully my old men to me are restored. Beautifully my old women to me are restored. Beautifully my young men to me are restored. Beautifully my women are restored. Beautifully my children to me are restored. Beautifully my wife to me is restored. Beautifully my chiefs to me are restored. Beautifully my country to me is restored. Beautifully my fields to me are restored. Beautifully my house to me is restored. Talking God sits with me. House God sits with me. Holland boy sits with me. Grasshopper girl sits with me. Beautifully white corn to me is restored. Beautifully yellow corn to me is restored. Beautifully blue corn to me is restored. Beautifully corn of all kinds to me is restored. In beauty may I walk. All day long may I walk. Through the returning seasons may I walk. Beautifully will I possess again. On the trail marked with pollen may I walk. With grasshoppers about my feet may I walk. With dew about my feet may I walk. With beauty may I walk. With beauty before me may I walk. With beauty behind me may I walk. With beauty above me may I walk. With beauty below me may I walk. With beauty all around me may I walk. In old age wandering on a trail of beauty, lively, may I walk. In old age wandering on a trail of beauty, living again, may I walk. It is finished in beauty. It is finished in beauty. Prayer to Dicildi Neani Navarro. Reared within the mountains. Lord of the mountains. Young man. Chieftain. I have made your sacrifice. I have prepared a smoke for you. My feet restore thou for me. My legs restore thou for me. My body restore thou for me. My mind restore thou for me. My voice restore thou for me. Restore all for me in beauty. Make beautiful all that is before me. Make beautiful all that is behind me. Make beautiful my words. It is done in beauty. 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 Dedication of a new house Navajo. Man scattering white cornmeal about the circumference of the room. May it be delightful, my house from my head, may it be delightful to my feet, may it be delightful where I lie, may it be delightful above me, may it be delightful all around me, may it be delightful. Flinging meal into the fire. May it be delightful and well, my fire. Flinging meal up the smoke hole. May it be delightful, son, my mother's ancestor, for this gift may it be delightful as I walk around my house. Sprinkling meal out the doorway. May it be delightful, this road of light, the path of the sun, my mother's ancestor. Woman making meal, offering to the fire, says quietly, may it be delightful, my fire, may it be delightful for my children, may all be well, may it be delightful with my food and theirs, may all be well, all my possessions well may they be made. All my flocks well may they be made. That is, may they all be healthy and increase. Prayer of the foster parent Chethetensue. Great mystery, you have existed from the first, this sky and this earth you created. Wing flapper thunderbird, you have existed from the first. Your nation is half soldiers and half chiefs, so they say. Lend me to good day abart. Me the Indian race you have uplifted. But now I am in despair, yet this good boy will renew the life of his people. So, great mystery, look upon me, pity me, that the nation may live before the face of the North, the nation may live. Holy Psalm Dakota. O ye people, be ye healed, life in you I bring unto ye. O ye people, be ye healed, life in you I bring unto ye. Through the Father over all do I thus. Life in you I bring unto ye. Invoking the visions Pawnee. I. Holy visions. Hither come, we pray you come unto us, bringing with ye joy. Come, O come to us, holy visions, bringing with ye joy. Roman 2. Holy visions. Near are they approaching, near to us here, bringing with them joy. Nearer still they come, holy visions, bringing with them joy. Roman 3. Holy visions. Lo, before the doorway pause they, waiting, bearing gifts of joy, pausing there they wait, holy visions bearing gifts of joy. Roman 4. Holy visions. Now they cross the threshold, gliding softly toward the space within, softly gliding on holy visions toward the space within. Boy. Holy visions. They the lodge are filling with their presence, fraught with hope and peace, filling all the large holy visions fraught with hope and peace. The eye. Holy visions. Now they touch the children, gently touch them, giving dreams of joy, gently touch each one, holy visions giving dreams of joy. Romans 7. Holy visions. Ended now their mission, pass they outward, yet they leave us joy, pass they all from us, holy visions, yet they leave us joy. Roman 8. Holy visions. They, the sky ascending, reach their dwelling, there they rest above, they their dwelling reach, holy visions, there they rest above. Ritual Song Pawnee. I know not if the voice of man can reach to the sky, I know not if the mighty one will hear as I pray, I know not if the gifts I ask will all granted be, I know not if the word of old we truly can hear, I know not what will come to pass in our future days, I hope that only good will come, my children, to you. Roman 2. I now know that the voice of man can reach the sky, I now know that the mighty one has heard as I prayed, I now know that the gifts I asked have all granted been. I now know that the word of old we truly have heard, I now know that Tiruwa hearkens unto man's prayer, I know that only good has come, my children, to you. Medicine Song Omaha. Ho! Aged 1 Echo. At a time when there were gathered together 7 persons, you sat in the 7th place, it is said, and of the 7 you alone possess knowledge of all things. Aged 1 Echo. When in their longing for protection and guidance, the people sought in their minds for a way, they beheld you sitting with assured permanency and endurance in the centre where converged the paths. There, exposed to the violence of the 4 winds, you sat, possessed with power to receive supplications. Aged 1 Echo. Where is his mouth, by which there may be utterance of speech? Where is his heart, to which there may come knowledge and understanding? Where are his feet, whereby he may move from place to place? We question in wonder, yet verily it is said you alone have power to receive supplications. Aged 1 Echo. I have desired to go yet farther in the path of life with my little ones, without pain, without sickness, beyond the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th period of life's pathway. Aged 1 Echo. Oh, hear! This is my prayer, although uttered in words poorly put together. Aged 1 Echo. Song of the Primal Rock Omahar. Oh! Aged 1 Echo. Oh! Thou recumbent rock, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. To thee I shall pray, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. Oh! Aged 1 Echo. The great water that lies impossible to traverse, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. In the midst of the waters thou came and sat, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. Thou, of whom one may think, whence camest thou? Echo. Aged 1 Echo. From midst the waters camest thou, and sat, Echo. It is said that thou sittest crying.
N. Echo, though I shall carry these my little ones, Echo, though I shall sit and listen to their words, Echo, because
they say, you have said, Echo.
If one shall go astray in his speech, although here lies one on whom one's footsteps may seem impossible to stumble, Echo, upon this, the earth, very suddenly he shall stumble.
They say you have said, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. The impurities, Echo, shall not enter within, Echo, shall drift, like filth, as thou sittest, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. Oh! Aged 1 Echo.
If one of mine prays to me properly,
Echo. Aged 1 Echo.
I shall be with him, Echo, further along he shall go.
Echo. Aged 1 Echo.
The 4th hill, Echo, the 3rd, the 4th, Echo, even in going they shall appear thereon.
They say you have said, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. Oh! Aged 1 Echo. Thou sittest as though longing for something, Echo. Thou sittest like one with wrinkled loins, Echo. Thou sittest like one with furrowed brow, Echo. Thou sittest like one with flabby arms, Echo.
The little ones shall be as I am, whoever shall pray to me properly.
Echo. Oh! Aged 1 Echo. Oh! Thou pole of the tent, Echo, along the banks of the streams, Echo, with head drooping over, there thou sittest, Echo, thy topmost branches, Echo, dipping again and again, verily, into the water, Echo, thou pole of the tent, Echo.
One of these little ones, Echo, I shall sit upon one, Echo, the impurities, Echo, all I shall wash away from them, Echo, to the end, without one obstacle, they shall appear thereon.
They say you have said, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. It is said that you have commanded us to say to you,
Our Father, Echo, thou water, Echo.
Along the bent of the stream where the waters strike, and where the waters eddy, among the water mosses, let all the impurities that go be drifted, Echo, not entering within.
Echo. Aged 1 Echo.
Whosoever touches me with face or lips, Echo, all the impurities, Echo, I shall cause to be cleansed.
It is said, you have said, Echo.
The 4 apertures of the body, Echo, and all within the body I shall purify.
It is said, you have said, Echo.
Little ones, Echo, through and through shall appear, Echo, against the wind, in the midst of air, they shall appear and stand.
Echo. It is said, you have said, Echo. Aged 1 Echo. Introduction of the child to the cosmos, Omaha. I Ho! Ye sun, moon, stars, all ye that move in the heavens, I bid you hear me. Into your midst has come a new life. Consent ye, I implore. Make its path smooth, that it may reach the brow of the first hill. Roman 2. Ho! Ye winds, clouds, rain, mist, all ye that move in the air, I bid ye hear me. Into your midst has come a new life. Consent ye, I implore. Make its path smooth, that it may reach the brow of the second hill. Roman 3. Ho! Ye hills, valleys, rivers, lakes, trees, grasses, all ye of the earth, I bid you hear me. Into your midst has come a new life. Consent ye, I implore. Make its path smooth, that it may reach the brow of the third hill. Roman 4. Ho! Ye birds, great and small, that fly in the air, ho! Ye animals, great and small, that dwell in the forest, ho! Ye insects that creep among the grasses and burrow in the ground, I bid you hear me. Into your midst has come a new life. Consent ye, I implore. Make its path smooth, that it may reach the brow of the fourth hill. Bui! Ho! All ye of the heavens, all ye of the air, all ye of the earth, I bid you all to hear me. Into your midst has come a new life. Consent ye all, I implore. Make its path smooth, then shall it travel beyond the 4 hills. Song of Turning the Child Omahar. I. Ye 4, come hither and stand. Near shall ye stand, in full group shall ye stand, here shall ye stand, in this place stand. Roman 2. Turned by the winds goes the one I send yonder, yonder he goes who is whirled by the winds goes, where the 4 hills of life, and the 4 winds are standing there, in the midst of the winds do I send him, into the midst of the winds, standing there. Roman 3. Here unto you has been spoken the truth, that because of this truth ye shall stand. Here declared is the truth. Here in this place has been shown ye the truth. Therefore, arise. Go forth in its strength. Supplication of the Tsisu Wastajasage. Wakanda will cause the coming days to be calm and peaceful. The Tsisu have called upon Wakanda to make the days calm and peaceful, that little ones may come to us in unbroken succession and we become a people. Wakanda will make the days beautiful. Toward the winds of the rising of the sun the days will surely be calm and peaceful. Toward the winds of the south Wakanda will make the days to be calm and peaceful. Toward the winds of the setting sun Wakanda will make the days to be calm and peaceful. Toward the winds of the land of cedars the north Wakanda will make the days to be calm and peaceful. The tribal prayer Omarhar. Father, a needy one before thee stands. I am he. Wowan song Omarhar. The clear sky, the green fruitful earth is good, but peace among men is better. The morning song Shehen. He our Father, he hath shown his mercy unto me. In peace I walk the straight road. Part 2. Poetic forms in American Indian lyrics. Poetic forms in American Indian lyrics. The true touchstone of primitive verse is familiarity with Aboriginal life and manners. Let the observer sit among the American Indians under a starlit sky in the far spaces of the desert, or with his horizon bound by native forests, where only blazed trails penetrate the shadows wherever these people sing, encircling a quiet fire. Not even the folk songs of the colored race on their native plantations convey the sense of detached amorality that comes with hearing these evening songs of the red race. When 1,000 songs have beaten their way into his pulse, the listener may hope to understand both the form and the spirit of this verse. Only the certain recognition acquired by personal knowledge can direct him to sound judgments of the current pseudo-Indian verse. It is the only safe basis for comparison when studies lead far afield into the song literature of many tribes. Many of us, however, cannot readily explore the remote places of Aboriginal song. For such readers, fortunately, there's an increasing number of printed studies and of records gathered by our great museums. Even after wide observation and the close study of years, many questions will still remain to baffle us. To reconcile many apparent inconsistencies of Indian lyric verse forms, we must first understand the thought movement of this body of poetry before we approach the whole subject of thought rhythm, with the questions of repetition and of stanzaic and metrical structure. In the mood of the poet, to be sure, lies the chief influence which shapes the poem and marks its larger formal characteristics of thought movement and rhythm. There are the graceful, lilting verses that go swiftly to the golden melodies of some of the shorter lyrics, as in the Song of the Coyote and Locust, others which move in slow processional to stately chants, as in the Odes of the Night Chant. But the thought movement is the more immediate influence upon the structure of a poem. The preeminently characteristic movement of the Indian lyric is recessional. It perceptibly intensifies the haunting, melancholy effect in which the lyric usually finds voice. The motif appears at the opening of the song, with the emotional intensity or emphasis gradually dying away toward the close. This movement commonly occurs in the shorter songs which are entirely repeated several times. This recessional movement is effective with its musical accompaniment, repeating the melody in a descending scale and ending on a low note. Thus pitch and accent, as well as varying quantity, mark the repetitions and lessen their monotony. As a modification of the recessional movement, there is the poem which opens with the motif and repeats it at regularly recurring points throughout, concluding abruptly without the refrain. There are some stanzaic units in this group. Whatever may be the gain in emphasis and in organization, there's a distinct loss in atmosphere. This type is interesting as a transitional stage. The second type of thought movement has influenced a third group of songs which shows wide divergence from the first. In this last group, the major emphasis always opens and closes the song, though it recurs at intervals, as at the opening or close of each stanza. This is the most finished lyric in design, the most completely thought out, with stanzaic units distinct. Mood and idea joined to create a beautiful form. To a less extent, the processional, or forward, thought movement appears in lyric form. It may progress toward an emotional climax at the end of a song or a sequence. In the songs before sunrise, as the daylight song in the haiku, then intensity increases toward the close as dawn appears. The forward movement finds its most natural place in the ballads and in those ritualistic poems which anticipate dramatic gesture or action. This dramatic relationship, whether in formal ceremony or in vocational songs, shapes the thought movement in direct contrast to the characteristic order. There are other poems which carry the thought forward to the close, rounding with an effective summary, sustaining the heightened interest, yet showing the fine intellectual perception of form in relation to thought which appears in Mount Kunak, a Song of Asset. In characteristics, this type approaches the lyric which Dr. Moulton has classified as the free sonnet. Whatever variations appear in the sequence of thought, it must be remembered that the use of the recessional movement is a primary law of Indian lyric art. There is within the lyric a sense of symmetry, of poetic consistency, which cannot be measured by Anglo-Saxon rules of prosody. The Indian poet achieves this symmetry in structure by using varied patterns of thought rhythm, that is, by means of infinitely modified forms of repetition which are as distinctively characteristic of his genius as parallelism was of the ancient Hebrew, or as the variations of rhyme and of stanzaic pattern are of the English lyric genius of the last 4 centuries. The subtle relationship of patterns of thought rhythm to the whole movement of a poem is often so fugitive as to escape analysis. One origin of these patterns is the most obvious dramatic association, which may also determine the direction of the entire thought movement. Although the dramatic motif shapes both aspects of thought, there is no apparent connection between the progression of an idea and, let us say, the alternating rhythm, except when the alternation becomes incremental. The determining values of pitch and of melodic repetition are also important external factors. Where these influences end, it is difficult to say. So far as this study has proceeded, 5 characteristic patterns of thought rhythm appear in Indian lyric poetry. The iterative rhythm appears in the simpler poems, of which the Navajo Mountain Song and the Omaha Tribal Prayer are particularly fine in spirit. The iteration is not always pleasing, sometimes beating with the steady monotony of a kettle drum, but, contrary to reasonable supposition, it does not necessarily indicate a dance song. The alternating rhythm offers the Indian poet some aesthetic relief. It creates a graceful lilt in his verse and often accompanies the quicker movements. This is a universal pattern, but some cats in the songs of the Hopi and songs of the Zuni and Pima Indians have markedly achieved this freedom of movement. The elasticity of this form provides an infinite variety of uses, from carrying a pleasant refrain to providing a choric response for the support of a dancing soloist. It has a place in the vocational songs, as well as in the ritual songs of a tribe. There are many variants which employ alternating patterns of thought at the opening and close of a stanza, or with dramatic pose and gesture, as in the Zuni invocation to the sun god, in singing which the Indian mother appeals to the sun, moon, and stars to guide her sleeping infant. Mr. Troy remarks the values of pitch as heightening the rhythmic movements of the song. Balanced forms of thought, that is, forms in parallel structure, do not appear commonly. Perhaps it is more exact to recall that pure iteration and alternation of thought approximate the effects which parallelism may contribute, especially when the repetition is sung in a different pitch from that of the key thought. The infrequent occurrence of sharp contrasts of imagery, or antitheses of thought, may explain the rare use of parallelism. The ancient lament of the Onondagas, preserved in the Iroquois Book of Rites, remains one of the most beautifully wrought poems of this type brought down to our time. The interlacing design of thought is one of the most graceful as well as one of the most difficult. This pattern shows skill and delicacy in poetic construction, as the interlacing repetitions frequently carry from one stanza to another, as from first to third and second to fourth, found in the morning star and the newborn dawn, from the Hako. This device carries the thought forward. It is, therefore, definitely related in purpose to the form which is universally the vehicle of the ballad incremental repetition. The Indian poet uses this form both for narrative and for descriptive purposes. The Navajo Song of the whole shows a studied picture, framing each detail with repetitions, while the same incremental use of repetition carries forward the narrative in the Navajo rain chant. There is a further structural use of these forms. If we can point to a single prototype of the lyric stanza, we must find it in the unit of thought rhythm. As it assumed different aspects, enlarging itself with repetitions, there appeared the first conscious step, the stanzaic germ with varying possibilities of structure. This aesthetic origin of the stanza appeared before the intellectual recognition of unity of thought. In this song recorded by Miss Fletcher, there is a stanza germ of typically primitive quality. It is lengthened possibly for singing. The composer shaped 3 words into the form of a stanza by the use of repetitions and the addition of vocables. Non we shkdsc, non we shkdsc har har. Ihi thar har har. We har har. Ihi thar. Ha ha. Ihi thar. Hogar. Non we shkdsc, non we shkdsc har har. Ihi thar. In countless song poems, however, the compactness of thought and swift unity of impression have evolved stanzas with complex and studied patterns of thought rhythm. Other distinct influences over the varying patterns of the stanza are the mystic numbers and the dramatic element in the ceremonials, the former more often determining the length of the stanzas and the number of such divisions in a song. The ritualistic use of the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and occasionally of multiples of these numbers determines the number of stanzas and repetitions in ritualistic songs. It is rather unusual to find distinct tribal preferences in the number of song divisions, although the Taos Pueblo uses 2 parts and the Blackfoot tribe often 7. Orientation to the world quarters has almost universally established some use of 4 stanzas and 4 repetitions in religious songs. Dramatic influence emphasizes the 4-fold division, especially in the ritual. The length of the stanza at no point appears as fixed as the number of stanzas and repetitions. The stanzate pattern repeats itself exactly more often in a ritual song than in a secular. Many of the odes have extremely long stanzas, some units of thought reaching to 100 lines, as the prayer of the first dancers in the Navajo night chant. The length of the stanza in other songs may range from the distich to the 16-line unit, although little stanzas of 3 to 6 lines appear to be the most pleasing to the Indian poet. The longer stanzas commonly employ preludes and refrains and, at times, resort to repetition of matter. The oral lyric makes certain special demands of the composer. There must be devices for marking off the stanzas. In addition to certain formal patterns of repetition, these devices include tag endings, such as conclude the scenes in Elizabethan drama, endings with a sharp contrast in pitch and care in enunciation. The drop in pitch appears at the close of the unit of music corresponding to the unit of verse. There may occur, also, a complete change of rhythm and a distinct change in thought from stanza to stanza. Cycles of short songs or song sequences with fixed repetitions in the ceremonials give the effect of stanzate divisions. We must conclude that the lack of written or printed forms appears no hindrance to the development of stanzate patterns. The question of rhyme schemes invites more attention than some other markers of the stanza. It is, to be sure, a relatively unimportant factor in Indian rhythms, although the wide use of assonance commonly approximates rhyme, and elaborate schemes of repetition serve a like purpose. Various schemes of rhyme are used in the songs of the night chant, particularly in the internal and end rhymes. In the song of the meal rubbing, the second element in the internal rhyme scheme binds the lines together. Bitsisi. Estanatal hissi. Alkai. By Kenegab. By Talatab. By Datalb. By Salatab. Bithajatinb. By Detsub. Sananogib. By Kozub. A simpler and more characteristic internal rhyme scheme is found in the prayer of the first dancers, AA, BBB, in lines 14 to 21. Niko. Niskligo. Nihego. Nitsego. Ineninlego. Dahatego. 2 further illustrations show the Navajo command of end rhymes. In the daylight song, there is easy inversion of pattern, aber. Duller ani. Bizaholo, Bizahozo, Hwi he inly. In Slayer of the Alien Gods, the rhyme R achieves a definite tone color, rounding with a full open syllable. Sinisligo, Hanatahasko, Nejatahasko, Inatahasko, Ninatahasko. We must keep in mind that these uses of rhyme serve only a secondary purpose in drawing together the elements of the pattern within the stanza. The stanza of Indian verse, it readily appears, is flexible in form both in length of line and in length of thought unit. The rapid tempo employs a short line, as in this Maliseet dance song. Kaiv hidiwana huya hayi kaiv hidiwana yuya hayi hayi keshati kamutikla hayi hayi pilsh quisestokla hayi keshati kamutikla hayi twar. The short line does not merely accompany rapid movement. It appears a measure of severe economy in some prayers in which the Indian catalogues his daily needs for 70 or more lines. The formal invocations, however, commonly use the longer line and the slower movement. Long, slow, even lines breathe the lament of the death of Talutar and the reflective cadences of Mankunak, a song of Asat. The variation of the lyric line shows technical skill. The dance song just quoted beats out on a simple alteration of long and short lines. The Song of the Coyote and the Locust begins with long flowing lines, but snaps off with a gay quick ending. Teachumali, Shakoyer, Teachumali, Shakoyer, Yarmalai Hishitartani Tichupachi Shakoyer. When the shorter line falls within the stanza, there is greater play of mood and thought, with the elasticity of the outward swing and return in the rhythm of the thought as we feel it through the succession of stanzas in the Song of the Rain chant. The line of verse sweeps outward and the thought recedes at the ebb, as clearly as a Hirashide wave crest lifts and the waters return to their level. Within the silhouette of the verse are indisputable metrical patterns, some structural, some decorative. These patterns frequently occur in phrases, and these phrases, in turn, fall into a larger pattern which may be repeated or may be interchanged with other patterns of corresponding values. They are sometimes of amazing complexity, yet form a compact unity of design. Few correspondences appear in the versification of the white racer, but the Indians' use of pitch for marking off rhythmic units is similar to such a use in Chinese poetry. For analysis, we must observe native singers and study phonographic records. The printed verse gives little opportunity for the study of meter except through musical accompaniment, when the phrases of the music and of the verse coincide, as few notable investigators have set down accent and quantity. Only phonographic records show the use of pitch in rhythm, an element most familiar to anyone who has ever heard the Indians chant and sing. Two related arts explain the unique character of Indian lyric measures, the musical setting and the oral rendition of the poem. Miss Natalie Curtis once asked an Indian singer,
"Which came first, the words or the music?"
They came at the same moment.
He answered. We must accept that explanation for the choicest lyrics, yet we cannot, in that way, account for some performances of remarkable ingenuity. A singer with the art of a contrapuntus may subordinate the iambic word rhythm of his poem to an alternating 3/4 and 2/4 rhythm of the melody, while he dances at the same moment to the unaccented rhythm of the drum. The whole question turns again in his next song, in which he faithfully sets the lilt of his verse to the corresponding rhythm of the music. Any first-hand comparison of the word rhythm and the melodic rhythm proceeds with the greatest difficulty. Since the Indian invariably sings the lyrics often many times before dictating the words, he tends to employ the melodic rhythm in speaking the lines. It is possible, of course, that the shifting of natural speech stresses to adapt the verse to the music marks the distinct composition of words and of music, with the latter as the earlier effort. There can be no doubt that, in Aboriginal life, music is more generally persistent than words, and that new verses sometimes replace forgotten songs. On the other hand, it is equally certain that many of these misfit songs are only inferior compositions, hobbling in their meter just as the white poet's lyrics at times go haltingly in their rhythm. Whether the Indian poet composed his lyric and melody simultaneously or composed the verse to the rhythm of the melody, he conceived his song as an oral expression which should set free his mood through an interpretive accompaniment. That some melodies have changed their verbal associations in the history of centuries may indicate that new experiences have informed their characteristic rhythms. If the original words have been lost, it is entirely possible that the new poem is perfectly adjusted to the music as a genuine re-expression of the rhythm and sweep of the melody. We have a notable instance in English in the poetry of Burns. Indian lyric poetry has, we have noted, the qualities of oral verse. It employs a number of devices to mark off rhythmic units: stress, accent, range in pitch, quantity, and effort in enunciation. Stress and the higher pitch coincide almost universally. The dramatic and the musical influence require some use of quantity. Aside from its main use in the tag ending of verse or stanza, when stress is not used for that purpose, effort in enunciation appears to be an accidental rhythmic element, depending upon the use of the high, close vowels, as e, and the aspirated, closed, and guttural consonants. It is, therefore, least useful when it coincides with the other devices of rhythm lost, as it must be, in the use of stress. Indian poetry makes a sharp distinction, it must be observed, between accent and stress, the latter requiring definite bodily effort, even explosive enunciation. The oral rendition of a poem brings us to some unexpected turns in versification. A scholar observes that one must have an Indian throat to sing these songs. This physical control is twofold: unique control of the breathing and contraction or pulsation of the glottis, especially in measures of unusual length. In Indian verse, there is a lengthening of the metrical unit beyond the ordinary limits of European verse in feet of 6, 7, 8, and 9 syllables, with but one syllable prominent in stress, pitch, or quantity. The Indian sings and speaks on for hours without apparent weariness. These elemental 2 and 3 syllabled feet appear universally in Indian poetry, but commonly in phrases with a longer feet of 5 to 9 syllables, as in the pledge song of the Chipura Nindakamaigogire. Another pattern has the recurring metrical phrase of 3, 6, and 5 syllables, i.e. bar bar painaisi wagunji nandersainan. A rhythmic group of 5 and 1 may be varied by the substitution of a 3-syllabled and a 2-syllabled measure for that of 5 syllables. A song may carry a 2-syllabled rhythm consistently, even when all repetitions of line are disregarded. Oku wartsar, unwadaran, hanwen bobu yuwen pai, hanwen bo hai watit unwadaran, iyanir arniyarnaran. A Papago harvest song, for instance, balances high and low pitch measures in rising 3-syllabled rhythm, which suggests a dance with gesture or swaying of the body. In each phrase of the song, the foot of the higher pitch carries the heavier stress. This double use of pitch and stress, or accent, in phrases of 2 measures runs throughout the song, showing the regularity of metrical pattern to be expected where the lyric accompanies action or ritual observance. Such definite schemes of short measures do not appear as commonly as in English lyric poetry. In many Indian lyrics there is a tendency to avoid such emphatic rhythms, a tendency toward the free rhythms, though the sense of measure is never lost. On the whole, Indian lyric poetry is highly rhythmical in structure, although not closely metrical. The most interesting metrical patterns are the long units which almost escape the ear as they die away in the low-pitched glottal vibrations of a glide. In these measures, liquid consonants frequently combine with open vowels, though a chipper singer may take B, T, G, and K in one long unit. The singer finds the feet of 8 and 9 syllables easiest when they are made up of vocables or of elongations of a syllable, as e, receding in delicate sound waves and requiring no effort in enunciation. These sound waves may occur as a scarcely perceptible double pulsation within the long unit, in such syllables as ear, air, which require little articulation. The poet can sing them indefinitely as they fall into the rhythm of respiration. This syllabic group is the irreducible unit within the foot if we eliminate the lengthening of a vowel, a device for the singer rather than for the poet. The function of the vocable in the metrical design is non-essential from the intellectual viewpoint, but there is a clear value, from an aesthetic viewpoint, in the full-rounded vowels of many syllables. They give tone color to the whole song and enrich the metrical design. The range in metrical patterns gives infinite variety and freedom to Indian verse. The poet varies even his repetition of rhythmic phrases by using different degrees of pitch. By far the most notable element in Indian versification, in fact, is this art of combining dissimilar rhythms and of playing one against another with the effect of many instruments. All the subtlety of charm and melody in the verse evades analysis in the study of rhythms, yet poetry is no less beautiful because we catch the grace of a flowing line and the play of accents through open syllables, as in the Zuni sunset song, the contrasting gaiety of light, quick, staccato movement, or the faultless symmetry of antiphonals. It is extremely difficult to interpret in terms of Occidental prosody the poetic genius which arose from an alien civilization. We must constantly return to our cultural backgrounds for explanation. It is not an incidental playmotif that the Zuni children sing in the hymn to the sun.
Listen, just listen.
As they hold spiral shells to their ears. Mr. Troyer wrote,
The primary aim seems to be to develop earlier in life biomechanical aids the perception of solar vibration, which later in life becomes a natural gift.
A critic whose hearing is less sensitive than that of the red man will remain wholly unaware of many delicate nuances. These subtle changes in Indian lyrics can scarcely be said to follow metrical laws, yet cannot be thought accidental. The shifting influence of pause is negligible. There is slight use of quantity except in vocalic and consonantal interplay, and that is most elusive. Subtleties of mood and thought in the line may turn swiftly from the flowing movement to the staccato with corresponding shift in measure. A distinct influence appears in the cluster rhythms of holophrastic compounds. This element becomes especially noticeable when the singer pauses to dictate the words of a song. The crest words or syllables in a line, particularly in the recessional movement and in descending pitch, may also shift the metrical emphasis. In the Zuni song Lover's Wooing, the crest words are most distinct: blanket, maiden, awaiting, alone, walk, come. The rhythm bends to them. To one who has listened to countless Indian songs, there remains another logical influence over the exquisite variations of these lyrics, minds of elements of the natural world. The rhythms of nature float through the rhythms of Indian verse. The winds are imitated in the oral rendition of many poems: the minor key, the little rushes of wind, the full swell of sound, the gradual dying away. Curiously enough, the Plains tribes call their songs in recollection of the absent.
Wind songs.
In true appreciation of their minor key. The steady patter, or downfall of rain, sings a welcome rhythm to the Indian of the plains and of the southwest. There's an insistence in the rhythm of many rain songs that is mimetic, not only in the total effect of rain, but distinctly so in the character of metrical units.
I like those songs.
An old man once said to me quite simply, his face quickened with a smile. His songs had just measured the summer rain, then dropped away through gliding syllables to a whispering echo of the wind in the rain. It is the natural, joyous response of the red man to his surroundings that catches up these free rhythms of the outdoor world and shapes his gesture and thought in measure with them in his improvisations. In the subtlety of its rhythms, Indian lyric poetry cannot detach itself from these external influences, for no race of the modern world lives more intimately with nature, sensing its most delicate expressions, its most exquisite sounds and movements. These natural rhythms, though constantly recurring, may appear largely incidental, yet there are elemental laws at work determining lyric rhythms, laws we must seek behind the poetic impulse. One law is that poetic art, as all other arts, shall be rooted fast in the physical surroundings which temper the race. Any effort to wrest an art from that traditional environment breaks it off at the taproot. I hope you enjoyed reading the book American Indian Love Lyrics and Other Verse from the Psalms of the North American Indians with me. If you liked this, please remember to like and subscribe. Please visit at Autonomy if you want to see different types of videos we produce. For statistics on our videos, visit at Autonomy Core. Visit our story reading channel website at https://autonomy.com/autonomerproject/autonomerstories/. Happy YouTube travels!